Let me slow this down for a second because this isn't about a headline. It's about what it means. And I'm not here to read the news to you. I'm here to explain what's happening and why it matters to regular Americans who pay the bills for this country. When you understand the why, the rest of this starts to make a lot more sense. When Trump turns the pressure up on Venezuela, people immediately jump to emotions, the pearl clutching. They start yelling about foreign policy, optics, the mean tweets. We just saw that. And that's not what this is. This is about leverage. Every country understands leverage. And for the last few years, America stopped using leverage. We became a doormat. We talked, we negotiated, we funded problems, and we hoped bad actors would suddenly behave. Let's just send them money, right? $40 million a week to the Taliban, and they'll all play nice. Trump doesn't operate that way. Pressure isn't punishment. Pressure is clarity. It tells the world where the line is and what happens when you cross it. And here's the part the media refuses to say out loud. This isn't just about Venezuela. It's a signal to every country watching whether America is serious again and whether you're allowed to just bring in all these toxic substances and dump them into America's cities. We're going to talk about this. Donald Trump absolutely leveled the playing field with what's going on. Thank you for tuning in. Let's jump right into this. So what happened yesterday in the White House was Donald Trump signed an executive order to designate fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction, as offensive against. So what happened yesterday in the White House? There are multiple stages to what we're seeing. The first step is designating these organizations as terrorist organizations. Donald Trump did that day one, I believe. Now he is ramping up exactly what needs to happen. He has designated fentanyl, this product that they bring in, as a WMD, weapon of mass destruction. And this is an offensive against the Venezuelan narco traffickers. You can see here, he signed this. He had all these military leaders in the White House with him. And by doing that, it opens the capabilities for the United States military. We have seen all of the strikes on these boats that are bringing this. And here's Trump as well. He delivered the speech bringing this to the forefront. Now, the other big thing that happened, and it's continuing to happen on a daily basis, is the United States military is taking out these boats that are coming in through the Caribbean. The Southern Command is taking them out. And there's a lot of people that are saying these are fishing boats, the same way that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is a Maryland man. Well, that is wrong. And we know it's wrong. It's fundamentally wrong. And it's just going to cause more conflict by not recognizing that we actually have a president that is worried about our safety and worried about our sovereignty. Now, what else has happened is Venezuela is getting a real threat here because Trinidad and Tobago are now saying they're going to allow United States military to use airports during operations. What operations? Well, those are about to occur. Everything is stacking on each other. Everything is ramping up. We have Puerto Rico. They've already opened that airfield there. Now we've got Trinidad and Tobago doing the exact same thing to help the United States military. This article is fantastic. It lays out all of the steps that the Trump administration is bringing forward. This goes back December 15th. Donald Trump, this is yesterday. Trump signed an executive order designating fentanyl as a WMD. This changes the game. This takes the gloves off of our military. And Donald Trump here is calling out the governor of Colorado If you remember, Tren de Aragua took over an entire apartment building.
The poorly run state of Colorado with a governor who's incompetent, and frankly, with a governor that won't allow our wonderful Tina to come out of a jail, in a high-intensity jail, because she caught people cheating on an election, and they said she was cheating. She wasn't cheating. She went over, she looked at one of the election scams going on, and because she did that, they put her in jail for 9 years. The governor of Colorado is a weak and a pathetic man who was run by Tren de Aragua, the criminals from Venezuela, took over sections of Colorado, and he was afraid to do anything. But he puts Tina in jail for 9 years because she caught people cheating. And when she walked over and got involved in it, they said she was cheating. She wasn't cheating. She caught people cheating on the election.
So Donald Trump calls out the governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, for locking up someone that was a whistleblower, but at the same time allowing these Tren de Aragua gangs to take over apartment buildings in Aurora, Colorado. And you're going to see other Democrats always defending criminals, defending these Tren de Aragua transporters, drug narco cartels. I think the American people have had enough. And I've got a clip here talking about how much things are going to change once the United States military gets involved. This is Evan Hafer, retired Green Beret, on with Joe Rogan discussing how this is going to play out.
I was thinking about this from the thought exercise where I'm like, because I know these units. I'm intimately familiar with them. Bro, if we declare war on the cartel, like these dudes are not going to understand what the fuck is going on.
No,
like,
of course not.
They are going to be, because God,
you'll
God
stop the
bless those
distribution.
guys.
That's going to be, yeah.
They are in for a world of like ultra violence they've never actually felt before, because obviously this is a very capable ultra violent organization. They have fucking no clue. If we organize these tier 1 units against them, this is going to be what I would be doing if I was down there. I'd be like, I know all those shoe boxes in my fucking, my walls that I'm going to have to collect up. I'd be getting ready to retire right now. That's what I would be doing, because if Delta Force was hunting me, bro, I would be so terrified.
Is that a real thing that they've proposed doing?
Yes, that is a real thing.
Who proposed that?
I'm almost positive either JD or Trump had said something with the new guy from ICE, like we're going to mobilize tier 1 units against.
So that is Evan Hafer, Black Rifle Coffee CEO, retired Green Beret, had some other organizations that he worked with. And he brings up the point that JD Vance, Donald Trump have already started organizing. And this was a year ago. That clip was about 10 days after Donald Trump was elected in 2024. So think about this. If you're a member of the cartel and you watch something like this, and now you're seeing the buildup of troops, you're seeing these multiple levels, these multiple layers of the way Trump has designated these cartels as terrorist organizations. Now he's designating the chemicals that they spread as WMDs. He is staging aircraft in Trinidad and Tobago. We've got 25% of the United States Navy's fleet in the Caribbean. The logical next step is exactly what many people want, and that is ending the cartels and ending the influence that they have in our country and ending the capabilities that they have for bringing in these substances. Leave a like and subscribe on this channel if you like this type of content. I really appreciate it. Love to get your opinion on what you think about the cartels. And more importantly, do you think this is the right move for Donald Trump? Using military against the cartels. I think it's the only thing the cartels really understand is force and intimidation, because that's the way they operate. That's what they do to their citizens. It's time to fight fire with fire. There you go. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.